I help with the autopsy program, the brain donation program, and examine the tissues that we get from the brain donation program. Okay. So we provide materials, so you'll have a contact person, a phone number that you could call when somebody passes away. And we'll work with the funeral homes to deal with transportation and other issues. Transportation is paid for by the brain donation program, so there's no cost to the family. We perform the autopsy, get the brain tissue, and then the body is returned to the funeral home. We make sure that no changes can be seen. You could have an open casket funeral, a full viewing. There should be no impediment to any of those things. We do two examinations of the brain tissue. One is what we call a gross examination, or just looking at the brain with our eyes. We'll write up a report based on that. That will be issued within a week of the autopsy being done. Then we'll do a detailed microscopic examination. So that means looking at the tissue under a microscope to look for the lesions that might cause dementia. That takes a little bit longer, on the order of a few months. We aim to get reports back to families within 6 months, but we've been doing much better in terms of a few months in terms of turnaround time. So we have a pretty good understanding of some of the changes that occur in the brain that lead to dementia in Caucasian populations. What is missing at this point is a better understanding of whether this is generalizable to all populations. Based on some of the research going on, we believe that, for example, African American populations have a greater component of vascular disease or vessel disease in your brain, and that's contributing to dementia. But to better understand that and to prove that, we need larger numbers of brains from minorities, including African Americans, to better understand that process and to understand how are different populations presenting with the same clinical symptom, which is dementia, but have underlying diseases which might be different in their brain. So something that's important is to try to understand what's different about elderly individuals who have intact memory function compared to those individuals who have developed dementia. And so it's important not only to have individuals donate their brain who have developed dementia, but also to have those control individuals, the people who are healthy and die of other reasons, to donate their brain for research, so we're able to compare and know what are the changes that are associated with dementia, what makes those individuals who don't develop dementia unique and able to escape from this disease, so we could better understand what's underlying Alzheimer's disease. Recent advances in diagnosis in Alzheimer's disease have been amazing. But at the end of the day, the gold standard of understanding what's going on in the brain is the autopsy and brain donation. And so without that key piece of information, all the other data that we've been collecting on individuals, all the clinical data, the imaging data, the x-rays and the MRIs, all the blood tests and so forth, lose some of its strength because we're unable to say for certainty that this is linked to these changes going on in the brain. And so autopsy is a vital part of the whole process of the study of the patient while they're living and at death.